It's time to start. I see that the people telling that you see my screen, so we are proceeding. First of all, you are on Adapt by Z conference, and you are on a blockchain booth. And we are, as a blockchain professionals community, are welcoming you in our booth. I'm Sasha Pitkevich, and I'm leading blockchain professionals community. I'm also leading blockchain practice at EPAM. But today is a community day. We are at the community booth, and we are going to speak about what on this conference blockchain professionals can offer for you. And first of all, we will start from who are we? And I would say that we are proud that our community had started about a year ago. It was like almost a year ago. And from five enthusiasts, from 5 people, we grew over to 500. And from the people who were gathering from time to time, we went to the regular brown bag sessions, and we went to the real work specialized on blockchain. And now we are here on the Adapt by Z conference having our booth. And without those people you see on the screen, without Irina, Taras, Thomas, Daniel, and Andrei, this all will not happen. We have two main stage talks on this conference. I'm going to speak about the specific of the blockchain use cases last year and about the industry progress last year and about what EPAM achieved for this year and where from the business point of view we can look. We also have 15 hours of a presentation here at the booth, and we are going to speak in three streams. We do have business talks, we have technology talks, and we also have community-related speeches because we are community and we would like to grow and we all love decentralization. So we will a lot discuss the aspects of the decentralized management about how to move forward, staying decentralized, how to do our distributed community management, what researches we would like to do next year. So a lot of interesting topics. I will cover this. Like this key talk is actually to guide you through our 15 hours of the presentation. So you better know where to join and what answers your questions. And as I already said, we are very proud that we have 500 members by today. If somebody of you is still not with us, independently of if you work for EPAM or if you don't work for EPAM, you can join us and benefit from the joint research, from the regular information sessions, from the vendor sessions, and from our discussion boards. From our learnings, our training portfolio is also going to be discussed. So yeah, you have the links for the joining community in our chat, and I'm moving forward. As I already said, we are presenting in 3 main streams. And today, on Monday, November 30th, we are going to speak, we are going to look back for the community year, and we are going to see what have we done as a community and what were the main achievements, where we were present, what was done well, where we would like the improvement. We do have the wonderful speech by Daniel and Daria on our business track. And guys are going to speak about the centralized identity. They're going to look at the use cases. They're going to see how the centralized identity today can bring a value and to whom it can bring a value. On a technology stream today, we do have 2 other talks. We have Thomas, who is going to speak about tokenization. And that's another very interesting talk because we clearly can see the change of the focus in enterprise space. Like a year or 2 ago, the majority of the enterprises were saying that we stay away from tokenization. All those cryptocurrencies are not for us, they're for wild public market. Nowadays, majority have realized that the great value you unlock by tokenizing. And we can see DeFi raising enormously. We can see a lot of industrial cases with the tokenization underneath. And Thomas will guide us through the topic. And we have another wonderful technology talk, and that's about decentralized messaging. We have Wojciech who is going to speak about that and guide us through the uh, messaging protocols and help us to compare that and learn what are the characteristics of the decentralized messaging and which protocol, like which of the protocols achieve what characteristic, because we have different protocols and why those different exist, which one is better, how to compare them. All of these, like if you are interested in that, if you are interested in that from a technology point of view, join our messaging speech. Tomorrow, December 1, on a business talk, we have very interesting and, by the way, underlined are the highlights of the day. We are really recommending you to join our DeFi topic. I'm pretty sure that the majority of you have heard about this. At the same time, I bet that not so many of you really understand what does it mean. And we will have a speaker who is guiding you for that and explaining what the actual DeFi is and what are the key players. We have another interesting speeches. We have Nadezhda speaking about the blockchain use cases for the healthcare. For all our talks, the duration of the talk is half an hour. And well, you can imagine that the DeFi, healthcare topics, they're huge. Half an hour is enough to outline for you the area, speak about the perspectives, and go through the details of one of the use cases. That's what we are showing the tops of the iceberg every time. And also tomorrow, I'm going to answer questions over EPAM case studies, over what actual work EPAM have done in the past. And for the majority, I'm inviting EPAM people to join this talk because if you are thinking about blockchain application at your project, if you are thinking about how blockchain can bring a value for your client, come to this talk. It's an active Zoom talk. All of you would be able to speak and ask the question. Probably if we didn't do that in the past, we would be able to see what similar things we do. While the business people, they obviously see similarities within their area. The technology people, the solution architects can see the similarities across business topics because the structures are the same. And yeah, that's a business stream for tomorrow. On a technology stream, we have Ripple talk, and that's that's interesting for those who want to know how does Ripple work, and for those who work in the financial organizations who is thinking if Ripple is an option for them. And you also have a reference architecture recording of myself where I'm speaking about our approach towards blockchain reference architecture. We do have series of the reference architecture talks during this conference. And this is the first one where we are discussing what functional and non-functional requirements for the blockchain applications are wise to take into the account. Every time when we're speaking about the reference architecture, we are trying to structurize the thoughts of an architect. That's our internal asset where we are teaching architects to design blockchain solutions so they appear to be robust, manageable, they appear to be good in all aspects, and also they have a future. On the community side, we also have a lot on Tuesday. We have the very interesting talk where we are literally inviting everybody. That's probably one of the key community topics of the week. For next year, we are thinking about developing internal blockchain solution to manage our own community. And we are doing the first design thinking exercise tomorrow, trying to combine our views and trying to understand how we all can own and benefit from such a solution. And what we are going, like what we are thinking about, the tokenizing the value which community members bring to community itself. And that's going to be a design thinking brainstorm discussion, and yeah, we would be happy to see you there. Wednesday, middle of the week, on a BMO, that's the telco day. We do have media, entertainment, and telecom talks, and the use cases. That's going to be very interesting. Uday and Roy are specialists; they're experts in the area, and Uday is going to speak about media entertainment. He has a wonderful speech and a Q&A session. For telco, Roy is going to present us the main telco cases, and I think one to go through that. I'm also presenting approach to the blockchain discovery, because we still inherit this wonderful hype situation where a lot of clients which would like to have a blockchain solution, they really expressing this wish exactly like this. They're not trying to, they still, in some cases, not really trying to build something to resolve certain business issues. In some cases, they're calling or mailing and asking something like, we would like to experiment with blockchain. We would like to have a blockchain solution, which in most cases, like from the top of this glance, sounds silly. Like, yeah, I want to have a hammer. And like, okay, like to do some nails, or what are you going to do? No, I just need a hammer. Sounds strange, but we used to this situation because of last 4 years, where like at the beginning there was always like this, and now we are helping to understand. We are helping to find where blockchain can bring value. And for that, we developed the internal asset and proprietary methodology, where we can, together with the client, go through the series of the workshops and the stages and to shape their will to have a blockchain solution. And not only shape that, not only to understand where we can try that, but also estimate and plan that. And that creates the package with which our clients can go to their management, to go to their stakeholders, and basically present the package and get the funding. On the technology topic, we have amazing speech. And here I'm really saying, everybody who has time, come to our Crypto Cortex and real-time computing lab presentation. That's done by Ilya Garelik. And well, first of all, he's an amazing speaker. Second, the topic he's going to present lays at the core of the blockchain technology, stays wider than the technology itself, and give you the nice perspective. Well, it's really gem of all our presentations. Come there. Community. On Wednesday, we are going to speak about the future of our learning. You already know that we have blockchain mentoring program. But it's internal for EPAM. And next year, we're actually trying to go wide. We are going to open the public training center. And we would like to hear from you, from all of you, what you would like to learn and how you would like to learn that. We obviously have proposition here. We do have our own ideas. We already have our lessons learned through our mentoring program. Went about 100 people this year. We did a lot of boot camps for the various types of the people. We have great experience, but we'd like to grow. We'd like to get accreditation from like World Blockchain Education, and we would like to teach people on and offline on blockchain. Come to discuss that with us. That's also a Zoom session where everybody can speak there. And we have fun. Fun activity on Wednesday. We have Taras with his quiz or Kahoot game. Come and try to answer that and win some prize. Moving forward, then Thursday, December 3rd, we have our speeches in the main stage. I'm going, as I already said, present blockchain use cases 2020. And the group of our testing engineers is going to speak about blockchain test automation and approach for blockchain testing. On our community and also on external events, we were widely presenting our blockchain testing methodology. And we are working on that every day. We do have quite some of the professionals who are making that more mature on a daily basis. And if at the beginning of the year we were speaking about the theory, about how solutions needs the engineers need be, during the summer we were speaking about the frameworks and how the basic tools needs to be combined. And on Thursday, guys are going to present already DevOps approaches and the testing which takes part there and how your pipeline needs to be designed. Very interesting talk. If you have time, join there. At the same time, at the booth, we also have presentations on Thursday. On the business side, you do have supply chain presentation, and you have very interesting presentation of Andrew about the crypto wallets. If you are owner of the cryptocurrencies, if you're interested in issuing your cryptocurrency, if you are actually curious and would like to know how the crypto wallets work, what is the functionality, come to this session and they will guide you through. On the technology side, we have a second presentation over blockchain reference architecture. And here we are going to speak about the qualities which blockchain solution may have. Basically, where you're designing the solution, you're designing that for with the certain qualities. Obviously, there are some functional requirements and the solution should satisfy the functional demand. But at the same time, solution can be maintainable, operational, and there are a lot of qualities which this solution can satisfy. There are specific blockchain qualities, there are operational qualities, there are development qualities, there are some qualities on the infrastructure side, and all of this we will discuss on this reference architecture session. And also, on Thursday, we have guest speaker. We have guys from EPAM R&D Security Lab. Adam Bishop is going to speak about blockchain security audits and our approach towards that. It's a very interesting talk. If you're working in a security domain, that's the place for you to be. And the last day, Friday, we have a lot of community topics. We don't have business anymore. We think that we speak about the business enough. And on Friday, we would like to have fun. And that's why we are starting actually the day with the blockchain Q&A panel. Open session, everybody can come, everybody can shoot a question. We will have the wonderful, I'm trying to think, 6 or 7 panelists who are going to answer your questions. There would be mentors of our blockchain program. There would be key people from the Blockchain Competence Center. So you can enjoy those guys, the wisdom, prepare your questions. We also would know the results of Mascot Challenge. We do have suspicion that we might not have enough participants, but if your relatives, your kids are up for designing something, we are inviting you to our Mascot Challenge. We actually, as a community, we are looking for a certain creature which will express our passion to decentralization and to blockchain. It's difficult to say what it could be, but that's why we are opening a challenge for that. And we actually try to publish the advertisement of the challenge in a lot of places. But if you still didn't come through that, you can we will publish in the chat where you can post your artwork. It doesn't have to be professional artwork. We are mostly looking for the idea. And then we can always hire the professional designer to get this idea into the shape. But we will publish all artworks, and we will really be happy to see if it's a kids or something. Also, it might be difficult for kids to understand, but we also, when we were sharing in some children resources, we were sharing that together with the video explanation what a blockchain is to help young people to understand. We also, during this conference and also before through the community, we've been asking everybody to record a very, very short video where you put your mobile phone or camera horizontally and say one word as an answer on the question, what blockchain means for you. You still have time to shoot your video. On Thursday, we will collect everything, and we do have internal storage and email addresses where to post this video, where to send it, and that has to be small, like 1 second or something. Don't say a lot, just one word, literally one word. And we are combining all of this, and on Friday we will be showing this video. And on technology side, not only fun, we still have some technology to cover on Friday. We have vendor session. And if you are curious what blockchain, like what are the new revenue streams which blockchain can enable? What are the totally new use cases you can think about? Come to this Building Unstoppable Augmentation session. Dmitry Palchun will present, and he's the evangelist of the whole approach of the augmented web, augmented front end. And I bet all of you used to think that the blockchain is a backend technology. But now we will see and we will clearly understand how blockchain can be used on a front end level, how it can change our paradigm of the web and our understanding of the user interface and how the really decentralized user interface can be. That's paradigm shifting session. That's really leverages, it really lays at the core of the distributed networks. I'm advising everybody, independently of how deep you are, the sessions of it's a vendor session, but at the same time, you will hear Evangelist speaking about that. So you don't have to be too technical to come to understand. That's literally to the all levels of the people you would understand. But that's really shifting your understanding of what the user interface is. And that's it. That's the whole story of what we are going to present. We also have one guest presentation. Our open source community have asked us to present the project we did on open source this year. And you've probably heard that's OpenWasp protocol. We developed a Java version of OpenWasp, and that's the FATF travel rule implementation. So basically, when you are transferring virtual assets, and for majority of the people, the virtual assets, it's normally token or cryptocurrency, it can't be done in an anonymous way, especially when you're doing it in a public network. A lot of government organizations, a lot of traditional financial institutions have an issue with that because they have KYC process, because they want to know that the transfer is done between known parties and also the funds are not used for something improper. There are anti-money laundering regulations in a majority of the countries. FATF is an organization which advises governments in the world how the AML, anti-money laundering, needs to be taken care of. So in a majority, public blockchain networks are not compliant with that. OpenWasp and current implementation on Ethereum network, and it's live now, allows to unlever who are the sender and the beneficiary of the transaction. It allows this transfer of the information and does it securely. And initially, the first version, the first hour implementation was done on a Whisper protocol, total darkness. Only beginning and end knows. Whisper is a protocol which is spamming the network a lot. Well, that's his manner to do the darkness. So the second version of the protocol uses Vacu, uses a status protocol. We will speak about that on Friday, December 4th, and that's 12:30 on some of the American times. I'm sorry, I never know. That's GMT -5. And well, we are coming to the end of our presentation, and I hope I informed you about what will happen this week, and you now know how to choose your path. On top of that, I can say that we've been actively participating in a blockchain projects. We have a lot of people, and on our next talk today, in a community year at a glance, we will show you all the people, and you will see how much is that of delivering the projects. We were doing interbank tokenization settlement this year. We were developing OpenWasp. We were doing cryptocurrency wallet. We were doing supply chain transparency and coupon management, and we are doing agile transformation and product owners coaching in developing cryptocurrency exchange and issuing the tokens. And yeah, the community activities. I've been speaking about a mascot challenge, community management. We will have talks about the research focus, about training portfolio, and obviously about our assets and accelerators. There would be sessions where we are voting for what assets and accelerators we would like to develop next year. And we will be discussing our marketing activities for the future. And with that, I actually would like to welcome you to our booth, to open this week of the very interesting blockchain content. And I really I'm originally Russian. And you can see the guy on a picture, that's Yuri Gagarin. And when he was starting his journey to the space, when they were asking, like, if he's ready or something, he just said one simple Russian word, which is "поехали," which can be translated in English like "let's go." So I'm saying to you, "поехали." Thank you. Join our presentation. See you later. Bye.